this is the Shape speaking, and this is Storybook Land, a very, very old classic Disneyland ride, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the simplest single ride at Disneyland. You really can't count the Cinderella's Castle walkthrough as being a ride, because you have to walk through that. This is a very simple ride. Basically, you just hop on a boat, and it takes you in through this big whale here. And inside are miniatures of various castles and buildings and stuff that show up within various Disney movies. So they've actually had this shut down for a while. They were refurbishing it, and as I hear, they've added the tower from Tangled in here. Personally, I think they should have Darth Vader's castle from Mustafar in here, and maybe that training pyramid from Alien vs. Predator. Now that Disney owns Fox. But let's go in there and we'll take a look at this ride. It's been a long time since I've been on here. Again, this is probably the simplest ride in Disneyland, but there's something maybe charming, endearing is the word I'm looking for. But there is something fun and interesting about this ride. Just the simplicity of it. Every time you do it, what?
Someone trying to ask for it back just as a
Oh yeah.
rise of the resistance here.
My name's Ian. I am the captain here. Or the Ariel, I think. Yeah, the Ariel. So, just before I get started, I want to remind you that we must remain seated with arms behind our inside the vehicle at all times, and please stand correct children so our sword does not take any unexpected turns. As we enter the mouth of Monster of the Whale, the same whale that was in Pinocchio, The story may seem to start off menacing, all because we're being swallowed by a giant whale. But no worries, this is simply a magical transport into Storybook Land. All the stories begin once upon a time. Once upon a time, there is a big bad wolf was the cave on the left over there. And one of the three little pigs on the right. The three little pigs outsmart the big bad wolf. They made their house out of strong sticks and 100% guaranteed wolf-proof bricks. To the left over there, that is same English village where Alice found a white rabbit, went down a rabbit hole, down, and further down all the way into Wonderland, where things got furiouser and furiouser. To the right is London Park, where Peter Pan flew over with darling children. They went off into Neverland with adventures, and they never grew up. And over there, that is the Kingdom of Vagabond, full of mystery and wonder, where Aladdin met a white, where Aladdin and Princess Jasmine in the marketplace. He told her heart this day was happily ever after. On the end over there, that is the Golden Archway, where Aladdin took Princess Jasmine on a magic carpet ride. They went sideways down and through these archways into a whole new world.
The wild animals.
At the end over here, this is a Cave of Wonders. What happens is the treasure, the treasure in first class. If you find the left, if you red set, you see if you find the left in a magical extra ritual. So right over there, that is the closet for the seven glory room next with Snow White. And you can listen to them whistling while they work on their diamond mine. On the left over there, that is Cinderella's castle. Cinderella's castle that would not let her go to the ball, but her fairy godmother had the magic to allow her to go. Right as she was back at midnight, or a stagecoach was trying to stop on him. And as you can see on that bridge, she was a little late. To the left over there, that is Patrick Croton, star of the 1933 Silly Symphony cartoon Lullaby Land, where you'd run and fall and sleep in a field of flowers. Just beyond is the story of Tangled. Rapunzel, wanting nothing more than to see the lantern lights on the lake, left the tower with her friend Flynn Rider in a smolder. Just beyond the tower and the bridge on the wall over there, you can see the water post for Flynn Rider. Look carefully, I don't think he got his nose right. To the left over there, that is Win and the Willow story of Thaddeus J. Toad living to a hole next to Mullen Rat. Mr. Toad isn't home right now. He's off in his motor car on a wild ride to nowhere in particular. Left is Arendelle, the story of Frozen, where Elsa fled to the top of Nancy Fjord to save her sister Anna, but Anna would not let her go. Proving that this true love is indeed magical. This is the story of Pinocchio, where Geppetto took a wood carving, made it into a boy named Pinocchio. He prayed to the blue fairy the boy would be real one day. As Pinocchio took Geppetto from Mexico to the world, the blue fairy granted him a wish. Eric and unbalanced life with a happily ever after at the time. And this now the magical waterfall on us is taking the landscape and segment. If you look between the water, you can actually see just how they would see the just beyond on the lake. Now, it's just before you get approach the dock, I'm saying, remind you to keep your finger on hand inside the boat away from the dock at all times. We already have a captain, but we do not need another one. Thank you for joining me on the storybook. You have been a wonderful audience, and I've enjoyed having you. Please, do discover all stories around Disneyland Park. Please.